Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone had an incredible Saturday. And if you tailed my plays, you likely are a very happy person this evening or this morning, depending on when you're watching this video. We'll get into that in a moment. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that again with 3 more free college basketball selections for Sunday, each one of them going against the public. I got my voice back a little bit today, slowly but surely, moving in the right direction. Before I get to your free plays today, I already have my NBA 3-pack locked in and loaded up for tomorrow. $49.99 gives you every single one of my top NBA selections for one low price. And of course, this comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. And in addition to that, you guys know the popular all access pass is locked in. You get every single one of my plays, whether it's college basketball, NFL, Super Bowl coming up, obviously, the NBA, NHL, whatever it is, you get every one of my plays for one low price. And to become a member, you can jump on a 30-day pass for just $13.13 a day, a 90-day pass, which is less than $10 a day, and of course, my annual all-access pass comes out to be less than $100 a month. So plenty of options to get involved in. Man, if you were involved on Saturday, these are the days that you work hard, and especially if you're kind of struggling through a little bit of a little under the weather a little bit, and man, it's all of a sudden, bam, everything hits, and that's why you need to stick with one handicapper. So if you're not an all-access customer yet, here's the reasons why you should. Of course, a perfect 5-0 in college basketball yesterday, a perfect 3-0 in the NBA. Think about what 8-0 would have done for your bankroll heading into the Super Bowl next week. Over the last 7 days, 35-18 record, 66% winners, 1,508 units won. That's number one over that span of time. Last 30 days, 56.3% overall winners, plus 3,090 units over the last 30 days. Also good for the number one spot. And at 2024 all access members, 56% winners plus 2,058 units, number one amongst cappers with at least 150 plays. And when you want to talk about individual sports, the NBA customers this year plus 1,121 units on the season, 59% winners over the last 30 days, 931, 59% winners plus 1,033 units over the last 30 days. And that is number one amongst cappers with at least 40 plays. And over the last week in the NBA, 63.2% winners. Absolutely on fire. College basketball, last 30 days, 57% winners, number one amongst cappers with at least 100 plays. 72% winners in college basketball over the last 7 days, 1,030 units won. And of course, NFL customers, guys, we'll go through this because NFL this year, 1,104 units won, 56% winners in 23-24, 57% winners in the last 90 days, which is number one amongst cappers with at least 65 plays, and 58.3% winners over the last 30 days. So hopefully that's all that needs to be said. We are 1 week away from Super Bowl Sunday. Next week is going to be absolutely insane, and I'll be in the kick. They're having a little bit of a kickoff show on Monday from Allegiant Stadium. I'll be there, and then the Fan Fest all week. I will be there all week as well. And then today we get it dropped. Now, if you don't like it, it's up to you. But I'm telling you, it's getting white hot now. So a lot of people are into it, and it is massive on social media. Of course, WrestleMania is coming up in April, but the press conference, Roman Reigns and The Rock press conference is going to be from T-Mobile Arena here on Thursday afternoon. So all the media is going to be there, and that's been a whole mess over the last couple of days as well. Sorry, Cody Rhodes, if you don't know what I mean. I'm sorry to the others that do. I'm sure you've been on social media voicing your opinion. So anyway, it's going to be a busy week, and looking forward to it, and just want to rest up and make sure I'm 1,000% before we can get into that. So let's get to your free card for Sunday. 3-0 sweep of our card, the free picks on Sunday and on Saturday. We really needed that. So Nice to have a 3-0 in addition to an 8-0. So hopefully you guys have got involved in all 11 plays that I gave out yesterday. All 11 winners. So here's today's free card. 1 o'clock Eastern Time. 827 Davidson Wildcats versus 828 Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Ramblers minus 4.5, 135.5. This number has moved perfectly for what I was hoping it would do. I thought we were going to get a little bit better of a number than 134.5. Consensus number is 135.5, but I think this may grow a little bit more before tip-off. We see 63% of the money coming in on the over, about 700 tickets monitored. So just a few tickets monitored, but we do get a flavor where the public is at this point, and they do like the over in this game. There is a book out there right now, though, that has a 137 up. So that's always a little bit, you're like, wow, is that where it's going? Or are you guys just, you guys got some money that you need to retain on the other side? But we're going to use the consensus number of 135.5 here. Davidson's on a 3-game under run, mostly because of how well that they've played on the defensive end. They've allowed their last 2 opponents a combined 124 points. Loyola, as you probably know, has been an under team all season. They have a sensational defense. They're 20th in the nation in field goal percentage against. I'm going to take the under 135.5 here. And game number 2, easily the biggest game on the board. It's a matchup of top 10 teams, top 5 teams. 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 8:29 Purdue. The Boilermakers 2.5, 147 on the road at Wisconsin. 8:30 Wisconsin is the rotation number. This number opened up at -2. It was pushed up to 2.5. This is going to be obviously and easily the most popular game on the board. We've already seen that with 2,500 wagers on this game, double what any other game is pulling in, more than double. And that's important because when we get into these higher profile games, it is really important to kind of just sit back and watch, because the more interest that people have, the more betting there's going to be, and the more chance that we're going to get a better, the better number, especially if we're going against a team that is the perceived better team here, which is Purdue. So chances are late money is going to come in on Purdue, which may get us to that +3 mark. But either way, I think Wisconsin wins this game straight up anyway. So we're going to take Wisconsin plus the 2.5. And really, Purdue has not looked great of late. They have an 8-point win at Rutgers, but they were certainly outplayed in that second half against the Scarlet Knights. They were lucky to win that game against Northwestern. Northwestern took them to overtime. Badgers have won 15 of the last 18 games straight up. They'll be plenty motivated, not only by the magnitude of the game, but by the fact that they lost to Nebraska in their last game. Probably a little bit of a look-ahead spot there, so they will look to bounce back at home. And, of course, in order to win this, AJ Storr has to absolutely come up big in this game. So we're going to take Wisconsin plus the 2.5. And then game number 3, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 8:41, 8:42, St. Peter's Peacocks, Marist Red Wolves minus 2.5, 118.5. And this is a game that I didn't really want to get involved in, because the total at 118.5 just seems so like it was really inviting you to take the under. And I know that both of these teams are under teams, and they have been even with recent form. And neither of these teams have ever seen a 118.5 this year. So the books are really saying, hey, look, we think this is going to be a low-scoring game. 13 of the 19 Marist games have gone under the total. But I just think there's a line in the sand for me. When you get to 118.5, I just think that that's too low to even consider going under. The last 2 games in this series have cashed overs, and in fact, the last time that these 2 teams played was the last time they actually saw a 118. I think that total was 119.5. That went over the total as well. So I think we're looking at the same situation here. I think the Peacocks get to the line just enough at the end to push this over. I think it is going to be close. But they should be in the mid I don't know, the 120s or something like that. That's what I'm looking for. So it's going to get a little dicey, but there's a small amount of games that I want to put up as my free plays as opposed to the games that I'm putting up on Pick Dawgz. So 118.5 is okay for me. You will probably have to lay a little juice with that 118.5 minus $1.20. So, but you might just wait until game time and maybe you can get $1.10 on that. But the best number that I see for the over right now is 118 minus $1.20. So that does it for your 3 free plays for Sunday's games. The boys almost held out today. Please go to pickdawgz.com right now and get involved with my NBA 3-pack. $49.99 that gets you all 3 of my top NBA selections. A perfect sweep yesterday. And, of course, you get that with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. You'll also get involved with our All Access Pass, which will give you every single one of my plays from the NBA, college basketball, NHL when it picks right back up again. If you get a long-term pass right now, 7 days or more, of course, I will come with the Super Bowl next week. Speaking of which, Super Bowl selection will be released at Thursday at midnight. So you get side and total Thursday at midnight, and that is Eastern time. So you can get a little bit earlier on the West Coast. So another incredible day on Saturday. Let's have a terrific 8-0 Sunday on Pick Dawgz and another 3-0 on the free plays. I hope everybody cleaned up on that, and I know has to be some happy people out there, so glad to see that. So let me just go through our free plays once again, and of course I didn't put them down in front of me, but free plays once again is Davidson Loyola Ramblers under 135.5, Wisconsin Badgers plus the 2.5, and the over in the St. Peter's and Marist game. So that's going to do it for against the public today. Thank you so much for joining us. And man, guys, days like this you just wish will never end, and everybody's happy. And so I hope enough people took advantage of that. So I hope everybody has a good Saturday, or had a good Saturday, and has a good Sunday, and I'm going to try to get my boys back for tomorrow's show. All the best to you and your wagers on Sunday. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for watching.